Do you find yourself exhausted all of the time? Maybe you wake up first thing in the morning and you are already wiped out for the day. Or mid-afternoon, you find yourself having a major energy crash. In the middle of the night, you're wide awake even though you're so tired and you aren't able to fall asleep. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. And you are not lazy, and there's an actual biological reason why this is happening. And I am going to share with you the reason for this, but also what you can do to make changes in your life to improve your sleep quality and your energy levels throughout the day. Hi, I am Andrea, and I'm an integrative health practitioner, and I want to share information to empower you, to give you tools so that you can live a happy and healthy life. Let's get into today's video. So let's start with the most common reason why you might be experiencing this lack of energy or energy crash later in the afternoon, and that would be blood sugar swings. So when we eat, our blood sugar naturally rises. No matter what we eat, it's going to rise. Now, if we are starting our day off with a high caffeinated, sugary meal or drink, our blood sugar is not just going to raise, but it's going to spike, which is going to result in a crash later in the afternoon. The best way to combat this is to start off the day with a good quality meal packed with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. This will stabilize that blood sugar, so while it spikes just slightly, it stabilizes pretty much throughout the day, and there's not going to be that major crash later on in the afternoon. We want to focus on 20 to 30 grams with our breakfast of good quality protein. So you can do eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, protein waffles, shakes. There's many options for this, but we want to have good quality protein, some fiber, and healthy fats. All together, this is going to create a balanced meal that's just going to support a healthy blood sugar level. So the next most common reason for this lack of energy is hormones. As we are approaching our mid-30s, our hormones are shifting. Our progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone are declining. That is just part of perimenopause. With these hormonal declines, it affects our metabolism, our mood, our energy, our sleep quality, just every area of our life. You might notice symptoms like hot flashes, bloating, brain fog. These are all common symptoms with perimenopause. And it's not just in your head, but it is your hormones. So what we can do is focus on making healthy lifestyle changes, focusing on strength training, walking, quality sleep, and also emotional regulation. We want to regulate our nervous system. Making these changes in our life aren't just optional, but they're essential to have a good quality life as we are in perimenopause. Let's talk about stress. So cortisol is your stress hormone. Cortisol is naturally found in everybody, and it should be something that does spike from time to time because that is how our body should work. But when we are in perimenopause and our hormones are declining, our stress hormone is going to rise with this. And let's be honest, as we are in midlife, there's a lot more stress on our plate. Kids, career, just life in general is a lot more stressful than it was when we were younger. Pairing this with the drop in our other hormones and the rise in cortisol is just a recipe for just constant stress overload. When cortisol is high, it leaves you wired at night and drained during the day. This is why you feel like you're running on fumes. So this is what we can do to help this. We are going to build a stress reset routine. So adding things into our life that help us reduce stress, such as yoga or meditation, walks, journaling, baths, breath work. There's so many options. We just need to find what works for us. But adding things into your day-to-day routine to help you reduce stress, work through those emotions, and kind of get yourself into a grounded state is going to help reduce these cortisol symptoms. These habits aren't just luxuries, but they are essential. They are medicine for our energy. A huge factor in reducing perimenopause symptoms is reducing our stress and reducing our cortisol levels. Number 4 is sleep. Now you may be thinking, I'm getting 7 hours of sleep at night, I'm fine. But the truth is, it's not about just quantity of sleep, but it's the quality of sleep. Are you getting 7 to 9 quality hours of sleep? Hormone changes are going to cause night sweats, our mind's going to race, our body's just going to be achier and fidgety. Getting good quality sleep just isn't something that is as common anymore for us. And even if you wake up for a couple hours in the middle of the night and fall back asleep, that sleep is interrupted, so it's not going to be as restful and as quality sleep that we need. A way to support getting good quality sleep would be creating a great nighttime routine to allow your body to transition into that restful state. So along with our stress management routine to reduce our cortisol levels, we're going to also want to reduce our screen time in the evening. We're going to dim the lights and create a restful evening routine to help us transition into sleep. Things like a warm bath, some calming teas, and magnesium will help get you into that calmer, restful state. So consistency is key when implementing any new routine. So just continue on with your routines, and over time your body will adapt and it will become natural for you to get into this restful state and get better sleep. I am a supporter in taking melatonin if you need it. It is a great way to get yourself into that sleep state. Sometimes we need support like melatonin to get us into that sleep. And if we're not getting into that state naturally, then go ahead and take 5 milligrams of melatonin in the evening when needed. And that is something that I support and encourage if it is needed. Sleep is so crucial in every aspect of our life. So especially as we are going through these hormonal changes and the lack of energy that comes with it, sleep is key. Finally, let's talk about nutrient deficiencies. As we get older, our body's absorption of nutrients is declining. So even though we may have a healthy diet, we may need supplementation to get all the nutrients our body needs. You might be lacking essential nutrients like B12, vitamin D, magnesium, or iron, and these are all nutrients that support energy. And if we're lacking in them, this is why we might experience low energy throughout the day. So what we are going to do on top of having a nutrient-dense, high-quality diet is we're going to supplement as needed. And as a health coach, I definitely encourage getting your labs done so you can see exactly what you are deficient in, and then you can supplement accordingly. But diet and supplementation is a huge factor in our energy levels, and this is why it is so crucial we have a healthy, whole foods, well-balanced diet. So here's the big takeaway. As we are getting older and in perimenopause, our body is changing in so many ways. It's not our fault, we're not lazy, we're not broken. Our body is changing and our lifestyle needs to change accordingly to support a healthier, thriving perimenopause experience. By balancing our blood sugar, prioritizing sleep, stress management, and a good nutrient diet, this will all help in reducing these symptoms. In doing so, you will have stable energy throughout the day, live a happier, healthier life. You will see improvements in your mood and the way your body is able to lose weight, and your energy, and overall just wellness. Trust me, the best years aren't behind you, they're right in front of you. You just need to make changes in your lifestyle to support this. If you think this video would be helpful for somebody else, please share it. I would love for other people to benefit from this information. Like this video if you found it helpful, and I will see you guys again next week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.